All right, are we recording? Yes, we are. Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Sunday. Today's the first day of fall, I believe, or it might have been yesterday. But in any case, my name is Mark Fuller. This is TeamAlliance, and I was gonna do another educational video with some educational content, but I actually have an Ask Mark Anything question that was thrown my way about a half hour ago, and I'm going to respond to that question, and I'll do my educational content in the next video. So, but I hope everyone's well. Got me some Perrier today. You know, got to flush out a little bit. I drink a lot of coffee, so it's very good to flush out your system with water, for sure. But anyway, let me get into the question. Oh, let me scroll up, make sure I'm reading it right. Now that you become self-sufficient, do you still keep an eye on things to invest in, stocks, silver, etc.? If so, what catches your interest and why? So I realized that I'm going to have to frame that question in the title. I'm not sure how it'll be framed in the title, but I'm reading the actual question. That was the actual question that was presented. So basically, I guess once you become self-sufficient from trading, do you invest in other things? Once you become self-sufficient from trading, or once you become self-sufficient from trading, what other things do you invest in and why? I think that probably would be the best way to frame that. Once you become self-sufficient from trading, do you invest in other things and why? Okay, so let's get into it. The person who who asked the question, presented one perspective on it that kind of was one of the answers to the question, but I'm going to elaborate on it even more. And what he said was, you know, if I can generate my own profits, then I'm wondering if I'm my own stock. And that's a very good way to look at it, because if you think about it, the purpose of you making any investments, you know, any financial investments, is of course to generate a return, or to generate some type of income based on the capital that you invested and whatever the investment vehicle might be, whether it's stocks or real estate or bonds, or a business. You're investing capital into whatever that vehicle is with expectation of an ROI, of a return on your investment, right? So if that's the case, then your skill as a trader has the highest ROI out of everything when you possess skill and you're able to apply that skill over and over and over again. So this is the actual part that I'm talking about, where the gentleman answered his own question, because he kind of threw that out there afterwards when he asked the first question. So let's just put it all together. Let's put the pieces together. So once you're self-sufficient as a trader, meaning that you can actually live off of your earnings as a trader, you earn enough money from trading to live, where you don't need a job, you can sustain yourself, you can pay all of your bills, whatever that means to you. I don't know what that means to you personally, but whatever that figure is, that amount of money or income is, once you've reached the point where you can generate that on a regular basis, now what else would you be investing in outside of your trading? That's really what the question is. And for me personally, always buying precious metals is something that I believe everyone should do. Silver in particular, because silver has intrinsic value that is always present, and it's a very undervalued commodity inside of the financial system, not in the world, in the financial system. Because you got to understand something about silver in particular. It's the most conductive metal, and it is used industrially, meaning that it's used in the actual manufacturing of things that we use in the world. You can't have a cell phone without silver. Can't have a car without silver. You can't have solar without silver. So the uses for silver and the demand for it is constantly increasing, but the availability of silver is actually decreasing because we waste a lot of silver because they don't recycle large portions of silver from things that we throw away. When you get rid of an old cell phone, they may do it now, but in the past, many of the things that have been used that have silver content in them, the silver has not been extracted from the waste, whatever we have thrown away. So I'm just giving you one example. This is why I like to talk about, things that have value outside of money. Currency and money, they have value because they possess the value that we give it. We use it as a measurement of exchange. It's a unit of exchange that we're always using it for. This is why it has value. It has value because everybody uses it. So I don't want to turn this into anything other than what I normally would talk about as far as, trading and skill. But I'm just giving you one perspective on why I said silver in particular. And it's for that reason, or actually it's for those reasons that I just mentioned. Silver has all of these, different uses and values in the economy, but the financial market suppress silver through the system, through the currency market. They can keep the price down low to give the impression that it has little to no value. But this is so untrue. At some point in the future, the time will come where the real value of certain assets will be presented because of other things that happen just in the economy overall. So it's something, to be aware of, and, just to make good investments. Like real estate is always a good investment to make, but you have to know how to go about buying real estate, how to deal with properties, how to deal with, different types of investing into real estate. There's a lot of different ways you can go about investing into real estate. Land, buildings, houses. There's so many different things that you can put your money into as capital with an expectation of an ROI or return on your investment. So I would say that overall, the best thing that you can do once you become self-sufficient is really just to scale up the amount of income that you can generate. And, you can easily do that by increasing the amount of contracts that you trade. You can look into other different types of trading if that's your thing. It's always good to explore other types of trading and just be aware of what's out there. We're fortunate to have NADEX available to us, which is an exchange. And I've been talking about this as of late. NADEX is an exchange, so that means that you're not trading against NADEX. You're not trading against a broker or an entity. You're trading against other individuals who are also considered to be retail traders. Like we're considered to be retail traders because we're not banks. We're not an institution, with millions of dollars at our disposal to be able to have an impact on some type of market movement because of the amount of money that we're moving around. We're retail traders trading against one another. So those of us who are in the know, like those of us on TeamAlliance, We possess a high level of skill because we understand the market. We understand the trading aspect and the winning aspect for binaries from the perspective of the market itself. You understand? So we're not using binaries like it's an investment vehicle. Binaries are a timing vehicle. And in order for you to make money with them and to win your trades, you have to be precise with your timing. That's how you make money and earn using binaries. So because we possess that skill, the ROI to us, you know, to students of TeamAlliance is very high. There's probably nothing out there that gives you the same income potential or investment return aside from what we do. You know, you can start with $100 and take $100 literally to wherever you want to take it and keep going. Like there's nothing stopping you from going even further if you want to. Compare that to anything else that's out there where you start off with $100 in capital and, you know, work your way and slowly build your way to whatever financial level that you want to be at. There's really nothing else out there like that. So I would say that the most that I would do is buy precious metals. Okay. And that includes gold too. You know, silver and gold, they're very, very valuable metals. They are always a good investment because they always are going to possess intrinsic value, regardless of what their prices are on the open exchange. Remember that pricing is controlled by the currency markets. It can be manipulated very easily. They've been, you know, the financial markets have been manipulating the price of silver since the 70s, even before that. But I'm talking about specifically when Nixon took the U.S. off the gold standard, where the currency that we used was no longer backed up by gold or silver. There was a time where silver coins, well, not even silver coins, but there was a time where our coinage, your nickels, your dimes, your quarters were about 90% silver. Actual silver, real silver used to be in the coins. After 1964, it was dead. They removed silver because the value of silver was higher than the actual denominations of the coins that we were using. So if you got a metal that you're using in the coinage that's worth more than the money itself, you got a problem. So they had to take it off. Then when Richard Nixon removed the U.S. from the gold standard, that was it. Nothing was. So now all currency is not backed up by anything tangible or physical or real. It's what's called fiat currency. And I don't want to get into all of that. I knew this was going to happen. So thank you, Joshua, for your question. Let me dig into my bag a little bit, but I don't want to go off into all of that. But just understand that precious metals always have intrinsic value. So they always represent a good place to store money. If you got money that you want to put to the side, like, you know, as far as saving money, I would buy precious metals before I just leave money sitting in a bank account somewhere. That's just me personally. So I think that those are good investments, if you want to call it that, even though it's more than an investment because it's more of a way to store your capital or your savings. I don't even look at precious metals as a way to invest in because I'm not trying to trade them. When I buy them, I want to hold them. I don't want to give them back. I don't want to give my metal back after I buy it. After I buy it, that's it. It's going and it's going to be stored somewhere. And that's it. That represents savings and wealth. That's always going to be there. 100 years from now, still going to have value, period. So anyway, I hope that this was valuable content. I'm pretty sure this will stir up some more questions. I already know what it is. But you know, it is what it is. So always feel free, guys, to throw out your questions for Ask Mark anything. I'll definitely address your question and provide you with some value to the best of my ability, and hopefully answer whatever your questions might be. All right. So I got some more educational content coming in the next video. If you got to Ask Mark anything question, post it underneath the video as a reply. If you want to get into training to learn how to trade, successfully using binary options and actually learning how to interpret market behavior so that you know when to time your entry into the market, you can always join us in training. All right. You can reach out to me 914-979-2317. Send me a text message, please, only. That's a text only number. The fastest way to reach me is on Facebook. Send me a friend request. You'll see all of the social media information underneath the video as well, the links for that. Also a link to the education series playlist. Like I've been saying now for a while, watch the education series even before you get into training with us, just to familiarize yourself with a lot of different things that will be given to you in training as well. So it's kind of like you'll get a head start, so to speak. Very powerful information. 40 plus videos in there now. So a lot of information that I'm giving away for free through the education series. Get educated. All right. So I hope this was valuable. You guys feel more than free to reach out, and I'll see you in the next video. All right. Mark Fuller, TeamAlliance. You guys enjoy your weekend. Fall is here, as you can see by my hoodie. So, weather gonna start shifting up. Y'all stay safe. Stay cool or stay warm wherever you live. And I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.